All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1017, Allen case. Judge, both parties have been sworn.
Thank you. Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay, Mrs. Allen or Miss Allen?
It's Mrs. still.
Mrs. Okay. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, my husband and I have been separated for 5 months.
Okay.
And now I have filed for divorce. He has started seeing someone else, and I would like back pay for our son. He is 12 years old.
Okay. Do you want back pay because he's seeing someone else?
Well, because he is supporting somebody else. He's no longer in our home. Okay. And I would like to have back pay and start paying child support for our son, that he is living with me.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're not, you want back pay for the child, right? Not necessarily because he's moved on.
Yes.
Okay. Since he left, has he given you any type of support?
Yes.
Okay. How much?
About 600.
600 each month?
Money orders every month, ma'am.
Okay. Money orders? Okay, good.
Tension fills the courtroom as the judge calls for silence. Stepping forward with confidence, Mrs. Allen lays out her case. After 5 months of living apart, she's making it official. She's filing for divorce. But there's more to the story. She claims her husband has already moved on with someone new, and insists he hasn't been pulling his weight financially. Now, she's demanding support, including overdue payments, to help raise their 12-year-old son. The judge wastes no time, probing whether her request is fueled by personal resentment. But Mrs. Allen doesn't waver. This isn't about emotions, it's about responsibility. She argues that her husband has neglected his financial duties, and now, it's time for him to step up as a father. This battle isn't just about dollars and cents, it's about fairness, co-parenting, and the realities of life after a marriage ends. The tension is high, and with so much at stake, all eyes are on the judge's next move. The final verdict? That's a decision we'll have to wait for.
And it looks like you turned those in to me. Okay. So you want child support and back pay?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. And what do you have to say about that?
I don't think I need to give back pay. It's like we just had mentioned. I've been giving her $600 every month in money orders. Plus I take care of the insurance.
Okay, and how much is the insurance exactly?
Insurance is $109.
Okay, and I like that you came prepared with your notes and stuff. You don't see too many people come to court with their documents, so that's good. So about this significant other, do you believe that that's the reason you're being brought to court now?
Yes, completely.
Okay, is there a story behind that? Like, did they have an argument, a disagreement?
Well, they don't like each other.
I mean, obviously.
Well, thing is that she's a yoga instructor.
Okay.
And she works, she does her yoga. And the woman I'm seeing now actually is a former student of hers.
Oh, so you know her.
Mrs. Allen makes her case with confidence, laying out the facts with sharp precision. She acknowledges that her husband has been sending $600 a month through money orders and covering their son's health insurance, but for her, that's far from enough. She's not just asking for more support. She wants back pay and an official child support agreement to secure their son's future. The judge doesn't waste time, cutting to the heart of the matter. Is this truly about financial fairness, or is it tied to her husband's new relationship? Then comes the jaw-dropping twist. Mrs. Allen reveals that his new partner isn't just any woman. She was once her student. The tension in the room is instant, the energy shifting as everyone processes the revelation. While the judge remains focused, it's clear that emotions are running high. This case is no longer just about legalities. It's about family, fairness, and the raw complexities of moving on. And with so much at stake, every word spoken in that courtroom could change everything.
Knew her.
You knew her?
Yes.
Were you guys friends?
She was an acquaintance that I'd help her, took her under my wing. She's younger, she's 20 years younger than me.
And you're mad about that?
I'm not happy about it. I mean, wouldn't you be? I mean, what do you expect, you know?
Well, me personally, you know, this has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, this caught me off guard. I do focus myself a lot at work. He gets upset, so I'm hardly focusing on him. So I guess that's why he's decided to find somebody else.
She's focused on her work and not on me and her son. And that's the reason why we're having issues now.
Okay. And that's the reason, obviously, why you guys are split and you're with someone else.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Based on your financial documents that you provided, it looks like you own an accounting firm. You make about $85,000 a year?
Correct.
Okay. And health insurance, you said, who covers that?
I do.
How much is that?
$109 a month.
Okay. So, what we are going to do...
Now it's the husband's turn to take the stand. He stands his ground, insisting he's been doing his part, sending $600 a month and covering their son's health insurance. In his eyes, that should be more than enough. So why is his ex pushing for back pay? But the judge isn't about to let this slide. She dives into the numbers and uncovers a game-changing detail. He owns an accounting firm and pulls in a solid $85,000 a year. That shifts the entire conversation. She doesn't sugarcoat it. Based on his income, the child support he's been paying falls short of the legal requirement. The realization lands hard. He blinks, clearly caught off guard as he processes the numbers. The tension in the courtroom thickens, and suddenly the case takes a sharp turn. While he may have been contributing, the judge makes one thing crystal clear. It's not enough, and whether he's ready or not, he's about to be held to a higher standard.
Is calculate your child support, and the way that it works is whatever the calculation comes out to, if there is a difference, then the back pay would be what you've already paid would be a credit towards that. So you wouldn't necessarily get the full amount of what the back pay should be, and you shouldn't expect it because he has proof that he's giving you money and you actually agreed that he's been giving you money. So based on your $85,000 a year, I have your gross at $6,974. Net comes out to $5,493.29. And I gave you credit for your medical, the 109 that you carry for the child, and that's for the child only, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I gave you credit for that. So that brings your child support obligation, well, not the full amount, but it's $1,098.60, okay? $1,098.60. And when you multiply that by 5 months...
The judge wastes no time in delivering her final decision. She rules that the husband's official child support obligation will be $1,098.60 per month, a major increase from what he had been paying. And that's not all. He also owes $2,493 in back pay, with his previous $600 contributions already accounted for. To clear the debt, he'll have to tack on an extra $150 per month in interest until the balance is settled. A flash of frustration crosses his face, but he gives a small nod, realizing there's no room for argument. The judge, unwavering, drives home her point. This isn't about past relationships or personal grudges. It's about fulfilling a legal and moral duty to his child. With that, the case is officially closed. No loopholes, no second chances, just a firm reminder that when it comes to supporting a child, the numbers don't lie, and responsibilities can't be ignored.
Back pay comes out to $5,493, giving you credit for what you've paid. You said $600?
Yes.
Okay, so $600 times 5 for the past 5 months would be $3,000. That's what you get a credit for. So when you apply the credit to the $5,493, it comes out to $2,493 that's remaining for back pay. So the way that we kind of make sure you pay that over time, you want to cover the interest on the amount each month.
Okay.
So you can do about $149 would be interest if you do like 6% interest every month, which is what the state is entitled to. So about $150 a month would cover the interest, and you would add that to the monthly child support obligation. So that would make your monthly your full monthly child support obligation of $1,248.
Okay, but
And once that $2,493 is paid in full, the amount will go back down to the $1,098.60.
Okay, but why do I need to pay back pay?
I mean, I've been giving her money. I think the 600 was sufficient.
Well, technically, it is good that you did give her money, but your child support obligation based on what you make comes out to about $400 more than that. So you were short. Had you been giving her $1,000 a month, it would have probably covered it minus maybe $100 or something like that. But yeah, that's the reason why you have back pay owed. But you did get a credit for the $600 that you did give her for the past 5 months. Okay. Do you all have any other questions? Anything else we need to discuss here today? Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed. You're welcome.
Let's break this down from a legal perspective. This case highlights the complexities of child support and back pay, especially when payments are made informally. A legal expert weighs in, explaining that child support is calculated based on income, and while unofficial contributions help, they don't replace a legally binding agreement. In this case, the husband's $600 monthly payments were factored in, reducing his back pay balance. However, without a court-ordered arrangement, misunderstandings and disputes are almost unavoidable. The lesson here? Knowing your legal obligations is essential. Having a formal child support agreement in place can prevent unnecessary conflicts down the road. As the video wraps up, viewers are encouraged to join the discussion in the comments. Have a personal experience or insight to share? Drop it below. And for more legal breakdowns, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. At the end of the day, this case is a powerful reminder. When it comes to financial responsibility, legal clarity is key.